Yo, 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 yo. What's good with it, man? It's the homie Mac. Music, art, culture, knowledge. Reporting live from the Dogon. Dogon. Each one teach one. Peace and love. It's a lot going on right now. Where do I even begin? Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with the F12 freestyle. I'll have that in the description box. And I think I'll go ahead and pin it as well in the comment section. But real quick, it's been a minute since I've been on here. A lot of things going on: school, work, love. A lot of things going on right now. But I was talking to a I don't even know how do I say it. I was talking to someone who's an educator, a black woman, and she had made a post on Instagram. Let me see if I can find it. Essentially saying, let me find it. Give me 1 second. This sister, beautiful sister, by the way. She had made a post on Instagram saying, "Protect black boys, protect black men." Upon reading that, I was just kind of like, what does that really mean? What does that entail? And first off, I want to say, if that phrase, "protect black boys, protect black men," again, protect black boys, protect black men. If that phrase vexes your soul, if it irritates you, you are the problem. You are the problem. If the thought of black men if the thought of black males on the whole age spectrum, the thought of them being protected, if that irritates you, again, if that just somehow deeply just vexes the core of your soul, you are the problem. You, sir, you, ma'am, you are the problem. And this isn't even, I'm not even coming from no red pill type thing, angle. I'm not coming from this, like victimhood. Even though we have been victimized, I'm not coming on any type of, woe is me, woe is us. Black men are it's just so hard out here for us. I'm not even coming from that angle. A lot of times I think when we think protection, we think physical protection. We think, someone looking out for our physical well-being. And when I think protect black boys, protect black men, it goes beyond that. It speaks more, it's more or less protect black boys, protect black men from a societal, institutional perspective. And when I say institutional, I'm talking about laws. I'm talking about incarceration. I know it, like, I think we all know there are more black men incarcerated in America than women of all races around the world. We know that black men, according to the U.S., what is it? Give me 1 second. According to, gotta make sure I'm on point. According to the U.S. Bureau of Justice Statistics, as of 2018, black males account for 34% of the total male prison population. White males account for 29%, and Hispanic males account for 24%. White females comprise 47%. Black females are accounted for 18%. So I juxtapose the male and female prison population. But yeah, how is it that we make up 13% of this country's population, but we are the highest represented in the context of prisons? Like, how is that? Unless we are targeted, which we are. I live in Southwest Atlanta. One thing in my neighborhood, there was a man, probably about 5 years ago, there was a man who the police picked him up, and he didn't have his ID. So what they did is, and a lot of people don't know this, a lot of times when cases are open and they're unsolved, if they can find someone to pin it on, it doesn't even have to be justifiable. They'll just try to find a body. Oh, he did it. She did it. Whatever. This black man was incarcerated on Rice Street, Fulton County Jail. He sat in there for a year and a half for a crime he didn't commit. They just pinned they pinned a crime on him. He was vindicated through his dental records. They were able to identify him. Sadly, this man was raped while he was incarcerated. Naturally so. His mental health has been in a destructive state. That would break anyone. Being incarcerated for something you didn't do, and then you're raped. On top of that, I believe he has sued Atlanta PD, and I hope that brother cashes out. In another instance, I know a man who was convicted of rape falsely. This man spent 22 years of his life for a rape he did not commit. He actually, what ended up happening was there was a victim. This lady was raped. It just so happened that the man who got convicted was in the vicinity. And again, when they're trying to solve cases or there are open cases, things of that nature, it turns into a thing where they'll just try to pin it on anybody. I can't remember. I think it's the Innocence. I can't remember the name of the. It's like a group of people. It's like a foundation. I want to say it's called the Innocence Project, but I'm not sure. It's a group of people that get together and basically they try to exonerate innocent men, innocent men and innocent women. He was vindicated through his DNA. Through his DNA. They found out that science absolved him. He gained his freedom due to this foundation that tries to exonerate innocent people. This man spent 22 years in prison. Can you imagine? I can't even wrap my brain around it. I can't fathom doing time for something I didn't do. I know I didn't do it. I'm telling y'all I didn't do it. But you're just like, hey, no, put it on him. Like that is injustice to the 10th degree and beyond. So my thing is, I think a lot of times when people think protect, they think just from physical bodily harm. No, black men and black boys need to be protected again from the judicial system. I just gave you 2 examples, and there's countless others. From the police, and don't even that's a whole cosmology in itself. It's almost like it has become normative. Like it's like state sanctioned black murder is the norm. It's ritualistic. It's almost like it's annual. It's annually. It takes place annually. You have George Floyd. I don't even need to speak on what the evidence is overwhelmingly there. But yeah, like a lot of, as a black male, I have felt targeted. From the time I was a black boy, I felt as though I was treated as if I was a problem before I was a person. And I think after a while, you internalize that anger, you internalize that hatred, and you turn on other black men, and you turn on black women. And I think that the psychology behind that, we need to delve deeper into that so we can mend relations between black men and black women. Yeah, like I said, I make a point to always have my ID on me anywhere I go, because I've seen so much shady stuff happen. I feel as though black men, black males, we're treated as if we're like this danger that exists outside of society, and that's just the reality of it. Just like with these monsters that just come down from this hill and we just terrorize everybody. And I realized how different things have affected my brain. You know, from reading about Emmett Till, just different victims of growing up in Detroit, hearing about Malice Green, how the police murdered him and they got away with it, and it's like it upsets me. Like knowing that my homicide is almost justifiable in the eyes of the law, like that is, I can't tell you how much that weighs on me. I felt so many times like I've had to, prove to people, I'm intelligent, I have good character, like I'm a human being, and after a while, I got to a point where I just said, "F it," like I don't care, like if I'm gonna do me regardless. I'm gonna try to carry myself in a way that would make my parents proud, that would make my community proud, that would uplift my people and uplift humanity as a whole. So I can't. I used to just walk around with that, always trying to prove, I'm worthy of being treated as a human being, like that. Later for all that, that's dead now. But that's how I used to think. When I was in college, always trying to, answer questions correctly to just kind of show, like, look, yes, there are black men who are thinkers. There are black men who, aren't trying to rob you. And the thing is, I feel like a lot of times you have people, they've never been around black men. Their point of reference for black manhood is hip-hop, the images they see from hip-hop and films. And I'm thinking, like, shoot, if I've never been around a black man and my ultimate point of reference is gangster rap, then heck yeah, I would be scared too. And that's why I think the images, I mean, what was it? Huey P. Newton said that he doesn't expect the white media to paint positive images of black males. And then he also said any black man that tries to pretty much subvert the slave mentality or subvert negative stereotypes, he's demonized by greater society. Yeah, that's not verbatim, but that's the gist of what Huey said. But yeah, I know you're probably thinking, you got an Ice Cube shirt on. Yeah, but Ice Cube was a thinker. But anyway, beyond that, I'm not trying to crap on hip-hop. I'm not anti-hip-hop. I'm just saying I think we need to be more, our music has to have more substance in it. It can't, it's so typical, death, murder, sex. And I understand those things do happen, but I think the narrative needs to become more broad, more prodigious, more far-reaching. But that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I think I'm thankful that I had a father that allowed me to feel loved and protected. So because of that, I know how to protect. I know how to look out for my loved ones and those around me. But yeah, protect black boys, protect black men. Again, this is not a cry of victimhood. It's just, it's so hard living in a society where you have to acknowledge everybody else's pain, but it feels like yours is just pretty much, it's not, your pain is not considered to have any merit. It's pretty much just cast to the side. And I think it's really interesting. I feel like a lot of times, like with a lot of feminists, not even just feminists, but just a lot of times women in general, they're okay with masculinity to the extent that it benefits them and their bottom line. I think somebody said, masculinity is toxic until the barbarians come to the door. But I guess that's not just black men. I guess that's more broad. But yeah, protect black boys, protect black men. I just want us as black men to tap into our self-worth, do the work, Learning what your triggers are, learning your psychology, becoming more self-aware. It's kind of like what Stephen Biko said, R.I.P. Stephen Biko. He said, "Black man, you are on your own." And I've pretty much felt like that. There have been some sisters who I feel like have held us down, but and I don't even think that comment is strictly just for black men. I think it's just black males and females in general, black men and women. I know some people have issue with the word female. I use it against my will. I'm trying to stop. I'm doing better. But yeah, we all deserve to have the right to exist. We all deserve to have the right to make a living, to be functional members of society. Black men should not be the default for just criminalization, disrespect, so on and so forth. But yeah, protect black boys, protect black men. And I know, even when I first heard it, I just kind of felt, it was kind of like, what does that really mean? Protect black boys, protect black men. But I get it now. Again, it's not just strictly physical. It's about just, from institutional oppression, from the dynamics of white supremacy, protecting us from that. I need more black men to be open and transparent with one another. I need us to love on one another more, build each other up. I need black men to a lot, and it's not necessarily black men's fault, but I feel like a lot of brothers, from the time of slavery, we pretty much didn't have the onus or agency over our own bodies. So our self-worth, our worth was rooted in our ability to produce labor and our sexuality. And, we're dealing with the reverberations of that to this day. I think epigenetics is real. Whole psychologies and traumas are inherited through the bloodline. But one thing that my dad used to always tell me that I used to gain a lot of strength from, he would say, Maurice,